Coach, just assessing tonight's game, another close affair on the wrong side of it. What were the issues tonight you saw from the club unable to take the 2 points tonight?
Our penalty kill is killing us, and it's something that we harped on in pregame, and it's something we spent a lot of time before the game doing video on and talking about, and to give up those 2 goals the way we did is just so disheartening because we just talked about it. We just went over everything. And ultimately, the first one is 2 failed clears. And that's something I harp on with these guys. Like, when you have a chance to clear the puck on the PK, you have to clear it. Like, you got to get the puck 200 feet down the ice no matter what. Whether you have to shoot it through somebody, whether they try to catch it and you shoot it through their face, like whatever it is, like we have to clear the puck. And to not clear the puck on 2 different attempts comes back and it bites you. And the second one, just bad structure. Like, we're not disciplined in our system. And it's, once again, it's frustrating because it's something we just talked about. It's something we just were trying to teach them to make them better. And once again, after the first period, I have to go in there and pull out the video and show them and teach them. And thankfully, the rest of the game was a lot better on the PK, but it's just costing us games. And these last 7 games of our 12-game segment we're in, like, our penalty kill has not helped us in 6 or 7 games. And that stuff matters now, but it really matters in playoff time. But we're not going to get to playoff time if we can't start stringing some wins together.
Last night we talked about the play with the puck, and you kind of reiterated that, but also the play away from the puck with the structure. What are some of the most glaring issues you see in that style of play? You had mentioned before about players trying to do too much individually. Is that just a repeating factor, or is there anything else that stands out to you for the play away from the puck that's hindering this team's success here?
Well, 5-on-5, the last week and a half, we've been the better team. And we've outchanced teams the last 4 or 5 games, and we've outshot teams the last 4 or 5 games. And we're still not opportunistic enough as a group. Like, we just don't have a killer instinct enough because we get the puck in the slot and we try to pass it to somebody back door and we still don't get a shot. Like, instead of just somebody manning up and shooting the puck at the net and shooting it through the goalie to score, like, we don't. And that is a big issue because, once again, like, I can't sit there and teach these guys how to shoot the puck when they're open. Like, that's just a natural instinct as a hockey player. So when we get into practice, we have to do more mini games. We have to do more in tight, close to the net stuff to just reiterate, like, when you're near the net and you have an opportunity, you got to shoot it. You got to score. You have to take advantage because we're a team that we need to race to 3 goals. And right now we're not winning the race to 3. And once again tonight, we didn't win the race to 3. And we have to understand who we are as a group. And you look at us on paper, we should be good. But until we can play a complete game, stay out of the box, power play, get us some goals, like, we're just going to stay close. And to me, close is not good enough.
Coming up this week, it's something you guys haven't had in a while, and that's a good batch of consecutive days, whether it's just practice or time away from the rink. Ultimately, what will be the approach going into it this week, of course, with a holiday, and then 2 games Friday and Saturday back on the road in an environment that Adirondack is known well for, and something that you guys are looking to repeat what you did last time in that run?
I don't really know what to do with practices because we haven't had any. Like, and people who look at us might not understand what our schedule is, but it's been bad. It's been killer. Like, we're 38, 39 days into the season and we've played 19 games. So we're averaging a game every other day. And we don't have time because we have to let them rest. We have to let them recover. Our injuries are piling up through the roof. And this week coming up, like, it's a great opportunity for us to sit down and break down ourselves as a team and what we need to identify as the most important parts. And special teams is one of them. Scoring is one of them. Just puck management is one of them. And, like, even tonight, like, our 3rd goal, somebody yells reverse, and we don't even use reverse in our vocabulary. But we hear that and we make a play and we turn it over. And it's like that little stuff, like, is just killing us, our decision making. So we'll We'll do some skill stuff Monday. I'll meet with every player individually and talk to them and get us back on the right page with each guy individually. But then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're hammering out special teams, hammering out small area games, hammering out our compete level. Because, like I said, being close isn't good enough for this group. Our record does not indicate how good of a group we actually are. And it's time that I need to change something around to get us to where we need to be.
You mentioned this stretch of tough games also leading to some bang-ups in terms of your players. Any status updates on any of those players on the scratch list? You have an overnight addition in, and also a thought on the defenseman there on the back end and Galley's play tonight.
I thought Galley actually played really well. You know, for a guy coming in who just actually got cut from Maine, did well. And our injury list is just, it's too long. And timetables on guys are not close enough. So we have to manage with what we have, and we have to try to heal those guys that are hurt and hopefully get some reinforcements back from them sooner than later. But the timetables for a lot of guys is not close.
Coach, appreciate your time. Thanks. With the first professional career goal, how'd it feel and take the moment?
It felt great. Sometimes you just got to do what the coach is preaching. You got to drive the net, and good things happen. It was great play by Millsy. Just fire it to the net, and then, it was good things happen.
And ultimately for this team right now, you bring to this club some of that edge and a bite to your play, and also able to convert with a goal. Your style of play was something as advertised last time, dropped in the midst. Ultimately, how was this home series something that you probably envisioned and went well for you personally?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's good to work on your game, get extra minutes, and kind of find yourself with the extra time.
And with this team right now trying to work together through a bit of a tough stretch, and you come in with some fresh eyes and you help through that effort of scoring some goals that you do one tonight and bringing that bite to a team that's looking to pick up the physicality. Can you take through what the play was tonight and ultimately not only the results but some positives you see from your end as a player?
Some positives is the boys never stop working. We're always in the fight till the end, and we never give up. Just a couple things to nitpick and clean up and be a good hockey club.
You got some good experience with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the rookie series. Skated with some former Royals. They Jacob Gaucher picked up a goal as well. They helped you out with that. Just talk through that transition and the development you have in your game and continue to do so here with the Royals.
Yeah, it was great. You mentioned two great players. They actually set me up for first preseason goal that I had back in the day, but just shows you how players are developed well down here and keep moving up.
And kind of a party question with the fans, and all three of your games have been here on home ice. Speak about that support throughout this weekend, and of course with looking to pile up some wins here after the holiday break. Something that, as a player on the ice, how much did their support kind of help you and strive for this game tonight?
You're always more amped when you hear the fans behind you supporting you, even jeering at the other team. You love it. It gives you energy. Yeah.
Awesome. So I appreciate the time, and congrats on the goal tonight.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.